Hello everyone. I hope you guys are doing great. Am I audible? Hello. I'm Advocate Sanjana Mittal. Welcome you all to JIIB Prep. In last session, we have covered Module B, Unit 5, Unit 6, Unit 7. In today's session, we will cover Unit 8, Unit 9, Unit 10, Unit 11, Unit 12. Basically, we will cover till Unit 13. Okay, Module B and D are scoring subjects because Module B and D are carrying the weightage of marks is 20 to 30 20 to 30 questions basically. Okay. Important retail liability product. What are liability products? Liability products are current account, saving account, term deposit. These are liability products. As we know, retail banking we have liability product, asset product, and other product and other product and services. So liability products are current account, saving account, and term deposit. Yeah. So in this, we have important topics: demand deposit, current deposit, main feature advantages. What are the documents required for operating various type of current account, opening current account, transfer of account, inoperative account, saving account, saving bank account, advantages and importance of saving bank account, who can open the saving bank account, maintaining a balance in saving bank account and interest payment, restriction, this uh, time deposit, periodicity of time deposit, operational instruction, interest on fixed deposit. These are some important topics. Okay, these are some important topics of Unit 8. Okay, retail liability product. Retail liability products are two, like demand deposit and term deposit. Demand deposit is divided into two, basically CASA, current account, saving account. What is demand deposit? Demand deposit, it is a deposit repayable on a demand without prior notice. Without prior notice, a person can deposit deposit repayable on it whenever the customer want to. He can do that. It's like current account and saving account. Okay, what is current account basically? Current account is generally opened by businesses, firm, institutions who mainly conduct the business. Current account mainly opened by business person, firms, companies who do frequent transaction for the like for work purpose and everything. But saving account is opened by individual person, salaried person, employed person. Saving account can be opened by students also. So इसके that current account target business and firm companies. Interest zero interest, no interest in the bearing. Transaction limit unlimited deposit and withdrawals facility, overdraft facility based on the account conduct, multiple location transfer, inoperative status trigger after 2 years of no transaction. And on the other hand, saving bank account target are salaried individuals, fixed income earned. Okay, interest is earned interest, boost banks low cost deposit base, transaction limits restriction apply. Example limit on free ATM withdrawals. So there are restriction in saving bank account as per the bank. Special cases like illiterate person, minor, or blind person can open the saving bank account. Okay, what is basically, firstly, what are the main features of this current deposit account? High transaction volume, check facility, interest, mobile banking, minimum balance facility. All these are features of this current account. Okay, next, transfer of account and inoperative account. If a person want to transfer his account from one branch to another branch or from one state to another state, the person can do it easily without changing the account number. For example, if I want to change from one branch, like if I want to same in the like if I want to like I have opened my like I have account in Roorkee, so I can switch from one branch to another branch in Roorkee only, or I can switch from Roorkee to Delhi. So it is transfer of account without changing the account number. Inoperative account means when the account is not in function, then that account become inoperative and it can be a fraudulent account. What are the documents? It's very important. What are the documents required for opening various type of current account? Documents differ according to the constitution of the customer. Basically, like some people open proprietorship account, partnership account, company current account, trust current account, HUF account. So all these have various type of document attached with it. But the main document which have to be there while opening the current account is proof of identity, KYC compliance, authority to operator, registration proof or legal proof. These are the four documents which are required whether you are opening any kind of current account. These are mandatory to submit. These are mandatory. These are checked by the bank. So if you are opening like individual current account, then you require certified copy of OBD, official valid document. If you are opening this sole proprietorship firm, then certified copy of OBD with identity and address of the proprietor. For example, you are opening partnership firm, then you require registration certificate and partnership deed. If you are opening Hindu undivided family or joint Hindu family account, then you require Hindu family letter, PAN card of HUF. These are the difference of like different current account. But the major four documents required whether you're opening any kind of current account is proof of identity, KYC compliance, authority to operator, and registration or legal proof. Okay, read this. Read this one. This is very important. Documents for current account. What are the documents required for opening the saving bank account? These are the mandatory documents which you have to submit. while you opening the saving bank account. Proof of identity, proof of address if different from or not included in identity proof. Recent photograph, PAN card or form 60/61 declaration as per section 398 of Income Tax Act that account open. Okay, so you have to submit these documents. If the saving account of a minor, then proof of minor's date of birth, KYC document of parents or guardian, Aadhaar card of minor. No overdraft facility should be provided for saving bank account held by the minor, singly or jointly, doesn't matter, but no overdraft facilities available to the person. A minor is defined as anyone under 18 years. Okay, saving bank account of an illiterate person, then no checkbook facilities offered for illiterate account holder. If and joint account, and they have to maintain a joint account with illiterate person, can be open only with the literate close relative. So they have to be they have to be open the account with the literate close relative. And and literate close relative is father, son, husband, wife, not like cousins. Cousins are not included in close relative. Saving account of a blind person. Blind individuals are fully competent to open a valid contract and can face no legal restriction in opening the saving bank account. But the bank staff has to keep more attention and read everything for the person as they cannot see. Saving bank account of a person with incapabilities. Joint account of two or more illiterates. Read this out. Two or more illiterate can open under the following terms and conditions. These are the following terms and conditions under which a two or more illiterate can open a saving bank account. Saving bank account for non-individual entities. For this RBI guidelines, a following non-individual entity permitted to open saving bank account: primarily cooperative credit society, agriculture product management commitment, society registered under Society Registration Act 1860, companies under companies registration licensed by the central government under section 25 of the Companies Act, government department, body, agencies, and subsidies under central or state government program, development for women and children in rural area, self-help group, farm club, Vikas, voluntary Bihari. These are the saving account for non-individual entities. Okay. Till here, is anyone having any doubt? What are the services offered in saving bank account? ATM, debit card, mobile banking, internet banking, UPI, checkbooks, auto debit. All these are facility offered in saving bank account by opening the saving bank account. Okay. Is anyone having any doubt till here? What is time deposit? Deposit, basically time deposit except for a fixed period at a fixed interest. It includes FD, RD, term deposit, all these are included in the time deposit. Basically, it deposits except for the fixed period at the fixed interest. Like FD. FD is received on a fixed date at the fixed interest rate. Okay, fixed amount basically. Periodicity of time deposit. Like FD can be open for a different maturities like short term FD, middle term FD, or long term FD. Minimum period is currently like minimum term is 7 days for deposit 15 lakh and above, and 15 days for amount below 15 lakh. So it's very like across, it may vary across the bank basically. It's a minimum period. What is the maximum period? Maximum period bank can fix deposit up to 120 months for depositing exceeding 12 months, and term preferably set 3 months in increment. Okay. Okay. So what you mean by two-in-one auto sweep engine? So there is a thing auto sweep and reverse sweep. If you use this two-in-one auto sweep, we can we are connecting, linking the saving or current bank account with fixed deposit, like with FD. What is this auto sweep account? Auto sweep is basically if we have access of fund, access of amount in the current account, then that amount will directly transfer, the excess amount will transfer to the FD, because in FD we get better interest rate. Okay. And on the other hand, if in a saving or current account we are having less amount, or we are lagging with amount, then FD will break partially or fully, and that amount will deposit into our operating account. This is reverse sweep. So this is auto and reverse sweep, and it is beneficial to link both the accounts to maintain the balance in current and saving account and get better interest through FD also. Okay. So this is two-in-one auto sweep engine. Let's do some questions. Question 1. Read this question. Effective from November 1, 2025, what is the maximum number of nominee a bank customer in India can name for their account lockers? Give me the answer. It is 4. Maximum 4 number of nominees a bank customer in India can name for their account and locker. Okay, option D is the right answer. Consider a customer, Mr. Sharma, who maintain a 2-in-1 saving account with auto sweep and reverse sweep feature. Based on the feature of such account, which of the following statements are correct? Money in saving bank account is excess of specialty limit is automatically transferred to fixed deposit to earn the higher interest. Yes, correct. If saving bank account has insufficient balance to meet the debit transaction, the last FD created is broken to meet the shortfall. Yes, correct. FD created through auto sweep are broken manually by the branch staff whenever needed. No, it's auto thing. It's not done automatically, basically system driven, not done by the branch staff. It's incorrect. Branch staff don't do this thing. It is done system driven. Statement 4. The auto sweep and reverse sweep amount are generally transferred in multiple of thousand or as stipulated by the bank. It's correct. The 2-in-1 account allow the customer to enjoy both liquidity and higher interest on FD without manual intervention. Yes, correct. So all the statements are correct except statement 3. The option will be 1, 2, 4, 5. That is option B is the right answer. Okay. Option B is the right answer. Next question. Read the question. Consider the following statement about retail banking and retail liability product and identify which of them are correct. Retail banking deal with both liability and asset of commercial bank in relation to individual customer. It's correct. Term deposit can be withdrawn anytime without any penalty, just like demand deposit. No, it's incorrect. Term deposit are not payable on demand. The term deposit not payable on demand. Early withdraw by include penalties. So they are not just like demand deposit. So it's incorrect. Recurring deposits help individuals save regularly and earn interest rates similar to fixed deposit. Yes, correct. Loan advances given by bank are classified as liability because they involve outflow of funds. No. Loan are assets for the bank as they generate income for the bank through the interest amount. Mobilizing deposit is the first step in remediation function of the bank. Yes. Compared to other financial intermediary, a bank offers better safety and liquidity for the saver. Yes, correct. So which are correct? Statement 1, 3, 5, 6 are correct. 1, 3, 5, 6. Option C is the right answer. Okay. Option C. At MSN Bank, as I told you, these case study type questions are very important for exam purpose. MSN Bank, a branch in Lucknow, received a multiple account opening request from special category customer, an illiterate farmer, a visually impaired teacher, a early handicapped prisoners, Pardanashi woman. The branch manager wanted to ensure full compliance with RBI and IBA guideline while opening these accounts. Which of the following statement correctly reflect the regulatory and procedural requirement for such special category account? An illiterate depositor must affix his or her thumb impression on the account opening from the account opening form in the presence of an approval witness and provide a recent attested photograph to the bank. Yes, correct. A visually challenged person can be provide checkbook, ATM, locker facility due to operational risk involved. No. As per RBI mandate, the visually challenged person can be offered all the banking facility including checkbook, ATM, lockers, etc. So it's not they cannot provide it, they are provided with all these facility. So it's incorrect. An incapacitated person or handicapped person who has lost both the hands may use a toe impression which shall be treated as a valid mark of signature under the General Clause Act. Yes, it's right. Partnership women accounts must be attested at least two respectable person known to be the bank to ensure authenticity and avoid undue influence. Yes, correct. A joint account of a two illiterate is permitted only if they are close relatives such as spouse, parent, or unmarried sibling, with no checkbook facility allowed. Yes, correct. A blind person account must be bear both thumb impression and signature witnessed by a respectable person to prevent later dispute and authenticity. Yes, correct. In the case of handicapped person who is unable to put thumb or toe impression, the bank may accept another bodily mark witness by two independent witnesses, one of whom must be a bank official along with the doctor certificate. Yes, it's correct. Only statement 2 is incorrect. That means option 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is correct. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Option A is the right answer. Okay. Next question. Read the question. Where unclaimed depositor transferred by bank, public provider fund, depository education awareness fund, employee welfare fund, or contingent reverse fund. Where unclaimed deposit transfer by bank is deposit education and awareness fund. Option B is the right answer. Not balance in saving and current account which are not open for 10 years or term deposit not claimed within 10 years from maturity is classified as unclaimed depositor. Okay. Next question. Consider the following statement regarding the demand deposit. Check can only be drawn on the bank and are considered a legal document. Mm, sorry. Yeah. Check can be only drawn on bank and are considered to be legal document. Yes, correct. Demand deposit typically offer high interest to attract the customer. No, it's incorrect. Demand deposits offer low or no interest, not high interest. They offer low or no interest. Saving bank account and current account are two type of demand deposit account. Yes, correct. So statement correct are 1 and 3. That is option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Next question. Read the question. Current accounts are suitable for entities like trust and association, but not for the private limited company due to a regulatory restrictions. It's incorrect. Private limited companies can open current account. In fact, they are among basically primary users due to frequent transaction. So they are among primary users. It is not they cannot open the current account. Current account neither earn interest nor promote the habit of saving, making the inappropriate for individual with infrequent transaction. Yes, correct. Bank may permit deposit of third party endorsed check in current account, though this subject to internal policies and RBI guidelines. Yes, correct. KYC compliance optional at the time of opening current account if the entity has existing loan relationship with the bank. Yes, correct. Overdraft facility on current account enhance the business liquidity but extended only when the account is satisfactorily conducted over time. Yes. Unlike saving account, there are no RBI mandate restriction on number or quantum of withdrawal from the current account. Yes, correct. Banks rely heavily on current account for low cost fund, which help to improve their net interest margins. Correct. Though current account are interest free, customer may charge interest on overdraw balance, which is source of income for the banks. It's correct. Current account are fixed tenure account where premature closure attracts penalty, especially in case of overdraft facility usage. It's incorrect. So which are the correct statement? Basically 1 and 9 are incorrect. Rest 2 to 8 are correct. That is 2 Just a second. Just a second. KYC compliance is optional at the time of no, it's not optional, it's mandatory. Sorry, option 4 is incorrect. It is not optional, it is mandatory to maintain KYC. It is mandatory to comply. Like KYC compliance is mandatory at the time of opening current account. So statement 4 is also incorrect. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 are correct. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Option D is the right answer. Okay. Next question. Is anyone having any doubt? Okay. Which of the following statements are correct regarding the documents required for opening current account for different entities? Which of the following documents which are required? A certified copy of OVD is required for individual opening current account. It's correct. A sole proprietary firm must submit only one document from a list of specific option for verification. It's incorrect. Sole proprietary firm must submit two documents from the list, not just one. They have to submit two documents from the list. The list I have given you in the slides. A PAN card is not required for limited liability partnership when opening a current account. It's incorrect. PAN card is required for limited liability partnership when you opening the current account. So it's incorrect. A Hindu undivided family must provide a joint Hindu family letter to open a current account. Yes, they have to. It's correct. A charitable trust must be submit certified copy of trust deed and the registration certificate to open the current account. It's correct. They have to submit the trust deed and registration certificate. So which are the correct statement? 1, 4 and 5 are the correct statement. Option A is the right answer. Okay. Option A is the right answer. Next question. Rohit. Case study base. Rohit, a customer of Yes Bank, hold a fixed deposit of 10 lakh for 3 years at the interest rate of 7% per annum. 6 months later, he faces a temporary liquidity shortage and approaches the bank for loan against his FD. Which of the following statements are correct? Describe the principle governing advances against the bank owned time deposit receipt. Bank normally allow loan up to 80-90% of FD value, keeping a margin to safeguard interest rate. It's correct. Interest charge on such loan is generally 1 to 2% lower than the FD rate to encourage the borrowing. It's incorrect. Interest on loan is charged higher than the FD rate, typically by 1 to 2%. Okay, it's higher, not lower than 1 to 2%, higher than 1 to 2%. Advance against third party depositor are discouraged, and if it's allowed, attack higher or commercial rate of interest. Correct. Loan against FD in the sole name of minor are not permitted, but joint depositor with the guardian may consider in a special case. Yes, correct. Advances against a time deposit of other bank are permitted only with the prior RBI approval. No, it's incorrect. RBI strictly prohibited advances against the term deposit of other banks. So RBI strictly prohibited this advance against the time deposit of the other bank. So it's incorrect. So which are the correct statement? 1, 3, 4 are the correct statement. 1, 3, 4. Option B is the right answer. Okay. Next question. Consider the following statement regarding opening and operation of current account for borrowers in the banking system. For borrowers with exposure of 5 crores or more from the banking system, they may maintain multiple current accounts with different banks. Provide each bank at least 5% exposure to the borrowers. It's incorrect. Because borrower with 5 crores or more in more of exposure, they can maintain current account with one bank that has at least 10% of the exposure to the borrower, not 5%, it's 10%. Okay, so it's incorrect. A borrower with exposure less than 5 crores has no restriction on number of current accounts they have opened with a different bank, as long as the bank receive undertaking to inform their exposure crores crosses 5 crores. Correct. If none of the leading banks had at least 10% exposure to borrow with the 5 crore or more exposure, the bank with the highest exposure can open the current account, while other banks may only open the collecting accounts. So it's a correct thing. So which are the correct statement? Statement 2 and 3 are correct. That is option B is the right answer. Okay, next question. Read the question. Which of the following statement regarding the operational instruction for current account are true? Operational instruction column in the account opening form should be always be left blank when opening individual current accounts. Incorrect. Operating instruction column should be crossed in individual account to prevent the misuse. It should not be like left blank. It shall be crossed in an individual account to prevent the misuse. We have to put the cross. In a joint account, operational instruction must be authenticated by all the account holder. Yes. The operational instruction for sole proprietor firm should mention that the account is operated by sole proprietor on the behalf of the firm. Yes, correct. A third party credit is newly opened account does not require any verification by the bank. It's incorrect. Bank verification is required when the third party credit newly opened the account. It's required verification by the bank. Account holder should receive a statement of account every month, but it can be charged if sent by the registered post. Yes, correct. So which are the correct statement? 2, 3, 5 are the correct statement. That is option C is right answer. Okay. Next question. In case of there is no nominee and no clear supervision clause, how should the bank deal with the locker access after the death of the hires? Then bank should adopt the customer friendly policy in consultant with the legal advisor. If there is no nominee and no clear supervision clause and that there is a death of the hire. Okay. Option B. Next question. Which of the following statements are true regarding the transfer, inoperative account and closure of current account as per the bank guideline? Account number portability allows customer to maintain the same account number when they shift to another city or the branch. Yes, correct. It's related to transfer of account. For transferring an account to another branch, the customer need to provide letter of address to transfer the branch signed per the constitution of the account. Yes, correct. A current account is considered inoperative if there has been no operation for 6 months, not 6 months, for 2 years. If the account is non-operative for 2 years. A board resolution is required when a company wanted to close its current account. Yes, correct. Bank should recover all the outstanding due from the customer before closing the account, including those related to credit card and guaranteed issue. Yes, correct. A customer can close the account without checking their pending transaction guarantee or a locker allotment. No. Basically, customer has to check these things before closing the current account. So it's incorrect. Which are the correct option? 1, 2, 4, 5 are correct option. 1, 2, 4, 5. Option A is the right answer. Okay. Option A. Next question. Which of the following statement about saving bank account are correct? A saving bank account allow account holder to earn interest on their deposit. Yes. Business entities are allowed to open a saving bank account under RBI guideline. No, they open current account, not saving bank account. They cannot open saving bank account. Saving bank account provides the facility for online shopping via internet banking. Yes. Proof of identity and PAN card are not required to open a saving bank account. It is required. Proof of identity and PAN card are required for opening the saving bank account. Saving bank account can only be opened by individuals who are competent to enter into a valid contract. Yes, it's correct. So which are the correct statement? 1, 2, 3, 5. No. No, no. Option B is 2 is incorrect. 1, 3, 5 are correct. That is option D is the right answer. Okay. Yeah. Next question. Which of the following statements are not correct regarding the saving bank account of a minor? A minor can open a saving bank account in their sole name at the age of 12, providing they are capable of understanding the accounting accounts rule and regulation. No. A minor can open an account at the age of 10 years, not 12 years. So it's incorrect. It's 10 years, basically. The account opening form for a minor must be signed by minor in the presence of authorized bank official who should be able to verify the minor's identity. Yes. Sorry. A minor's saving bank account subject to maximum balance of 1,50,000. If the minor is under 14 years, it's not 1,50,000, it's just 1 lakh. So it's incorrect. Withdrawal from the minor's account can only be made by check after the minor has attained 14 years of age, provided they are literate. It's incorrect. Minor can receive checkbook if they are literate and capable, but withdrawal does not need to be limited to check after age 40. Okay. So minor can have the checkbook, but can withdrawal can only be done after he attain after the age 14 years. Okay. In case of minor income, it's not taxable. The bank must obtain PAN number at the guardian or declaration form. That's correct. A minor attained the age of 10 year above can operate their account themselves, but withdraw only can made by the person. Yes. The account of minor should be reconstructed once they attain the majority and they involve obtaining fresh instruction and verifying their signature. It's correct. Which are the correct statement? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 2, 5, 6, 7. Option B. Oh, wait. We have to tell the not correct. See, I've told you. You have to read the question properly, whether they are asking correct statement or non-correct statement. Okay. This silly mistake can like destroy a whole paper. So read the questions calmly. Read it properly, then answer the question. Don't get panic. Read the question calmly. Whether they're asking not correct statement or the correct statement, what exactly the question is asking. So answer is 1, 3 and 4. Option C is the right answer. Okay. Which of the following statement regarding the procedure of opening saving bank account for illiterate person are correct? We have to tell the correct statement. The illiterate person must affix their thumb impression on the account opening from the presence of the officer, but the thumb impression does not need to be authenticated by any other else. It's correct. For withdrawal, the illiterate person must affix his thumb impression in the presence of approved witness every time they make a transaction. No. The illiterate person do not need an approval witness every time they do the withdrawal. Only bank official need to be witness the thumb impression for the withdrawals. Okay. The account holder photograph must be attested by the known person to the bank, and the account number, the account type, and the account holder name must be written on the bank or photographer by a branch professor. Yes, correct. A joint account with an illiterate person can open with a literate individual, including cousin. No, it doesn't include cousin. It includes close relative, which is mother, father, sibling, not the cousin. So it's incorrect. It is mandatory that thumb impression of a male illiterate account holder is always affixed with its right hand, while the female illiterate account holder must use their left hand thumb impression. No, it's vice versa, basically. Male use left and female use right. Okay. Right. Okay. So answer will be 1 and 3 are the correct statement. So option B is the right answer. See, male use left thumb impression, female right hand thumb. Okay. Next question. Read the question. Read the following statement regarding the nomination facility in bank and identify which ones are correct. Question 17, question 18, question 19 are homework. Okay. Unit 9. Important retail asset product. Retail assets products are like home loan, personal loan, education loan, auto loan. All these are retail asset products. So, home loan, housing loan, under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, improvement loan, decor loan, auto vehicle loan, personal loan, educational loan, retail loan. All these are the type of loan under asset product. Home loan, loan taken for construction of home, purchasing a home or purchasing a flat or constructing a property for like home purpose, buying a land for construction of home. This is home loan. Improvement loan, house improvement loan is taken for like construction of a house or like redesigning the house, renovating the house, or renovating the flat. For the purpose of this, the house improvement loan is taken. House home decor loan is taken for like uh, decorating the home, for furniture, for like for decorating the home thing, renovating the home. Auto and vehicle loan for purchasing or buying a vehicle, whether it's bike, car, or anything. Personal loan is taken for without explaining why the reason you are taking the loan. Personal loan is taken for anything. Education loan are generally taken by the student for their education, whether they want to study in abroad or in India. Education loan is basically taken by the students. Home loan. As I told you, home loan are granted by banks or housing finance companies to the individual to purchase the house or flat, to construct the house, to purchase a plot for home extension. I am having home. I want to extend my home. For that, I require a loan. That is home loan. Renovating or repairs for that with home loan is basically required. Home loan targets is salaried or self-employed professional, NRIs, POS, HUF. Quantum is there is no upper ceiling for the purchase or constructing is the most ban. Standard rule. Net take home pay after the proposal fee must be more than 40% of gross monthly salary. That is the EMI payment on the home loan. Exception for higher income application, bank may be accept take my home pay as a low 15% of the gross income. These are some important pointers for exam under home loan. Okay. RBI margin stipulation. Okay. So basically, RBI basically prescribe the maximum loan limit based on the property value. If the loan amount is up to 30 lakh, then required margin, Minimum margin by the borrowers is 10%, 90% is provided by the bank, that is loan by the bank. And if the loan amount is more than 30 lakh and up to 70 lakh, then maximum loan by bank is 80% and required margin by the borrowers is 20%. And if the loan amount is more than 75 lakh, then required margin is 25 by the borrower and maximum LTV, that is loan by bank, is 75%. This is quite important for exam purpose. Okay. Next question. Housing margin, like housing loan basically under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana is a government, like it's basically a scheme launched by Government of India for how basically which provide housing for all. Under this scheme, who are eligible borrower get the interest subsidy on home loan through the credit linked subsidy scheme. The subsidy reduce the outstanding loan amount and EMIs basically. The motive of government that everyone should get their home. This is especially this scheme especially for the people who are unable to get the home, who are unable to afford the housing for weaker and basically weaker and middle income families. It basically promote first time house ownership, reduce EMI burden through subsidy, encourage an encourage urban and rural housing development. Who are the beneficiaries under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana? Economically weaker section, low income group, middle income 1, middle income group 2. These are the beneficiaries under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Economically weaker section, if its income is up to 3 lakh, then subsidiary will provide it 6.50%. Maximum loan for subsidiary is 6 lakh. Lower income group, if income is between 3 to 6 lakh, then subsidiary is 6.50 lakh, same as economically weaker section, and maximum loan of subsidiary is 6 lakh, same as economically weaker section. Middle income group, if one is basically when your income is between 6 lakh to 12 lakh, then subsidiary will provide it 4%, and maximum loan for subsidiary is 9 lakh. Middle income group 2, income when your income is between 2 lakh to 12 lakh to 18 lakh, then subsidiary will provide it, that is 3%, and maximum loan for subsidiary is 12%. Okay, remember this. For example, home improvement loan and home decor loan. Home improvement loan is a loan given like for repairing, renovation, upgrading the existing house. For this purpose, home improvement loan is basically taken. Purpose structure, repair, plumbing, electricity, flooring, all these are the purpose of while people take home improvement loan. Its tenure is basically 5 to 15 years. Risk profile low risk for the bank. 5 to 15 years. Home decor loan. Home decor loan is a loan provided for furnishing and beautifying the housing interior basically. For it's basically furnishing and beautifying the housing interior. It is unsecured loan, so there is no collateral. Tenure is short term from like 6 months to 3 years. Even this loan can be taken by the student who want to decorate and like beautify their flat and their like living space. Limit on cost 5,000 to 10,000. Higher interest, that is 10 to 30% per annum. Okay. Auto vehicle loan. Auto vehicle loan basically loan given to purchase a vehicle like car, bike, anything. Nature, it's a secure loan. Eligible, who are eligible: salaried, self-employed, based on income repayment. These are the persons who are eligible. And margin money. Borrowers pay a small portion, that is 10 to 25%. Loan amount depend on the vehicle cost and the borrower's income. Tenure is basically 3 to 7 years. Okay, like star points are like important for the exam purpose under auto vehicle loan. Personal loan. The personal loan is a loan given to the individual for his personal need without specifying the purpose that why he required the loan. It is unsecured loan, so therefore no collateral, so security is required. Eligible to salaried, self-employed individual based on income criteria and purpose for medical expenses, marriage, travel, household, anything. Loan amount depends on the income, repayment capacity, and bank policy. Interest rate higher than other loan. Personal loan, as there is unsecured loan, and they are not mentioning the reason why taking the loan, so they have higher interest rate. Security, no collateral security. Tenure is basically usually 1 to 5 years. Repayments allow but may include prepayment charges. Prepayment paid in MI, that is monthly installment. Okay. Next is education loan. Education loan is a loan basically provided by banks to students for pursuing higher education in India or abroad. So for this, education loan is basically given. And education loan cover tuition fees, hostel charges, books and equipment, examination fees, travel expenses for overseas studies when you are going to abroad and everything, laptop, uniform, project work, all these are included in this education loan. Okay, there are securely like threshold limits. If the amount is between 2 to 4 lakhs, then no collateral security and there is no margin. No security is required basically. If the amount of loan is between 4 lakh to 7.5 lakh, then the personal guarantee required, that is third party guarantee, may be taken. And if the amount is more than 7.5 lakh, then there is a tangible collateral required, that is property, NSCs or KVP is required. Maximum limit is like up to 10 lakh if like studying in India, and up to 20 lakhs if you are studying in abroad. Moratorium period. Moratorium period is repayment start 1 year after course completion or after getting a job, whichever is earlier. Moratorium period is the time during which the borrowers is not required to repay the principal amount of the loan immediately after taking the loan. So then at this time, basically it's a holiday period. In case of education loan, generally the moratorium is basically calculated on the basis of course period plus 6 to 12 months, or moratorium period is course duration plus 6 to 12 months. Okay. Prepayment, no prepayment charges during the study of the period. During the study there is no prepayment charges. What are standalone models and centralized model? Standalone model basically means each branch or unit has like they work independently and perform most of the function on its own. They are not dependent on each other. They basically each branch and unit working independently, has their own performance, has their own strategy, has their own process of working, like decision making, customer service, and operating are handling locally. Okay. Like why these are beneficial standalone model? What are the advantage of this standalone model? Faster local decision, better understanding of local customer, operational flexibility. Centralized model. Centralized model means important banking functions are controlled and processed from a central office or other from the processing unit. Basically, everything is controlled by the center. They like branches mainly focus on customer acquisition and services. Why is beneficial? As it cost effective, better risk control, standardized service. That why centralized model is beneficial. Rate this difference. Okay, it is quite important. Let's do some questions. Any doubt in this? Is anyone having any doubt till here? Just let me know in the chat box. Okay. Examine the following statement regarding the home loan provided by bank and select the correct ones. Under RBI Prudential Guideline for housing loan not exceeding 10 lakh, banks may include stamp duty and registration charges while calculating the loan value ratio. Yes, correct. The eligible loan amount for salaried application under widely determined based on the fixed percentage of gross income across all the banks. Yes, correct. For construction linked disbursement, upfront release of full loan amount is generally avoided unless backed by third party guarantee. It's incorrect. Upfront disbursements strictly not allowed under construction or greenfield projects regardless of third party guarantee. So it for this it requires third party guarantee. Without basically it does not like upfront disbursements strictly don't allow under construction or greenfield projects. Bank may permit net take home pay as low as 15% of gross income in case of higher income salaried borrowers while assessing the loan eligibility. Yes, correct. Proprietorship firm and HUF are eligible for home loan, but bank calculate eligible based solely on proprietary valuation, not income or accrual. It's incorrect. For firms or HUF, eligibility is based on cash accrual, not on just property value. It is based on the cash accrual. So it's incorrect. The moratorium period for constructing linked loan may extend up to 18 months, while for ready built home, the maximum moratorium is 3 months. It's correct. In case of mortgage creation delay and disbursement, bank may opt for changing alternate asset or accept third party guarantee to secure the loan. It's correct. Which are the correct statement? 1, 2, 4, 6, 7 are the correct statement. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Just a second, so sorry. Eligible loan amount for salaried is application inversely determined based on the fixed percentage of gross income across all the banks. It's incorrect. No unreserved method like banks may vary how to calculate eligible loan amount based on the Form 16 IT Return Act. So it's incorrect. It cannot be fixed. It is basically varied. It's calculate basically vary on the basis of how it's calculated. Okay. So answer will be 13457. That is option D. 1467. 1467. That is option C is the right answer. Okay. Give me the answer. Under the reversal, under the revised priority sector lending guidelines effective from April 1, 2025, what is the new upper limit for educational loan eligible for classification under priority sector? It is basically 25 lakhs. Option C is the right answer. So it varies from 20 lakhs to 25 lakh per individual. Next question. Which of the following statements are correct as per the RBI regulatory guideline on housing finance? Bank can finance the acquisition of land only if the construction is intended with the time period set by the bank. It's correct. Housing loan can be granted to a person to purchase a second house for self occupation, even if they have already owned a house. Yes. Banks are not allowed to finance housing repair under any circumstances. It's incorrect. Bank can finance repair to house under certain condition. Housing loan can be given to some dwellers through state government or on the government's guarantees. Yes, it is. Bank can finance public agencies for land acquisition if it's part of a complete housing projects to be completed preferably within 3 years. Yes, correct. So which are the correct statement? 1, 2, 4, 5 are correct statement. That is option B is the right answer. Okay. Option B is the right answer. Next question, read the question. Consider the following statement regarding standalone model and centralized model for retail loan processing in banks. Standalone model, the loan officer has a better understanding of customer background and requirement. It is because it works independently. Centralized model follow standardized and uniform appraisal and documentation process. Yes, correct. Standalone model generally ensure quick and uniform turnaround time across all the branches. It's incorrect. Standard models have varying turnaround time depending on the branch priority and the customer importance, not on the uniform TOT. They do not have uniform TOT. Uniform TAT, it is basically varying, vary depending on the branch priorities and customer importance. In centralized model, appraisal remain consistent as the function is handled by the dedicated professionals. Here it's incorrect. Oh, sorry, it's correct. The standard model may result in the variation in the appraisal quality and documentation due to dependence on branch personnel. Is correct. So which are the correct statement? 1, 2, 4, 5 are correct. Option A is the right answer. Option A is the right answer. Read the question. Consider following statement regarding Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, PMAU Yojana Urban, and identify which of them are correct. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban Mission aims to provide housing for all the urban areas by year 2022. Yes, correct. Under the scheme, the female head of the household must mandatorily be owned or co-owner of the owner. Yes, correct. The maximum carpet area for houses under economical weaker section category is 60 square meter. No, it's 30 meters. It's 30 square meter, not 60. Okay. So it's incorrect. Credit linked subsidiary scheme is implemented through primary lending institution such as scheduled commercial bank and NBFCs. And housing finance companies. Give me a second. Yeah. So it's correct. Under CLSS, the maximum interest subsidy for EWS and LIG category is 6.5 of the maximum loan amount. That is 6 lakh. Yes, correct. The maximum tenure of loan for interest subsidy eligible is 30 years. No, it's 20 years. The interest subsidy is calculated at 9% NPA over the maximum loan tenure is 20 years and or the actual tenure, whichever is the lower. Yes, it's correct. So which are the correct statement? 1, 2, 4, 5, and 7. Option A is the right answer. Okay. Option A is the right answer. Next question. Read the question. A borrower apply for housing loan of 20 lakhs for purchasing his first house. What will be the minimum margin requirement for the borrower as per the RBI guideline? If you like, remember, I have told you the margin up to 30 lakhs, 30 lakhs to 75 lakhs, and above 75 lakhs. It is up to 30 lakhs, meaning below 30 lakhs. That is around somewhat, if you remember, it's 10%. Option B is the right answer. Because 20% is for 30 lakh and above till 75 lakhs, and 25% is for till is above 75 lakhs. Okay, yeah, margin for first house. It's quite important. Consider following statement regarding home improvement loan and home decor loan. Only individuals with salaried income are eligible for these loans. No. Not only salaried individual but also professional, business person, agriculture are eligible for this home improvement or home decor loan. Both loan type are required, requires a minimum 3 years work experience or standing in professional or business. Yes, correct. The purpose of home improvement loan includes painting, repair, and upgradation. Yes, correct. Home decor loan can be used for air conditioner and interior furnishing. Yes, correct. Margin required range between 10 to 30% for both types of loan. No, it's 20 to 50%, not 10 to 30%. It's 20 to 50%. Okay, so it's incorrect. So which are correct statement? 2, 3, 4 are correct. That is option C is the right answer. Option C. Next question. Which of the following statement about personal loan is are correct? Personal loan are generally unsecured and backed by the personal guarantee or the enterprises. Yes. Public sector bank approaches personal loan aggressively while private sector bank are cautious due to high credit risk. It's incorrect. Public sector bank treat them cautiously while private sector bank approach them aggressively. So it's like vice versa basically. Eligible borrowers include salaried employee, professional, high net worth value, individual, and regular pensioners. Yes, correct. So, which are the correct option? 1 and 3 is the correct option. That is C is the correct option. Okay, C. Which of the following statement about auto vehicle loan is correct? Banks generally follow a model involving manufacturer, dealer, financial for sanctioning vehicle loan. Yes, correct. Vehicle loan pricing is typically determined only by bank without involving the manufacturer or dealer. No, it's required. It basically involves manufacturer and dealer, so it's incorrect. Two-wheeler financing is a major focus area for banks, especially for private sector bank. No, it's incorrect. Two-wheeler financing is not a major focus for bank due to small ticket size. NBFC handles these type of thing. Non-banking financial companies are primarily involved in financing two-wheelers. Yes, correct. Banks do not impose any margin requirement for financing second-hand vehicles. It's incorrect. Banks generally stipulate a margin of like 25 to 30% for second-hand vehicle. It's 25 to 30%. Okay, so it's incorrect. Prepayment penalties are generally charged by public sector bank on vehicle loan. Public sector banks generally do not charge prepayment penalty, so it's incorrect. The maximum loan tenure for new four-wheeler vehicle is generally 7 years. Correct. So which are the correct statement? 3, 4, 5, 7 is correct. Sorry. 1, 4, 7 is correct. 4 and 5 are incorrect. 1, 3 and 5 are incorrect. 1, 4, 7 are correct. That is option A is the right answer. Okay. Next question. Read the question. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs is implementing Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban to achieve the government vision of housing for all. The mission, originally valid up to 31st March 2022 and has been extended to 31st December 2025 for completing the house sanction. Okay. CLS CLS's vertical Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban is implemented as a central sector scheme while other verticals are under centrally sponsored scheme. It's correct. A beneficiary family can avail assistance under multiple verticals simultaneously if eligible. It's incorrect. Each beneficiary can avail assistance under only on vertical, not on horizontal. House under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana urban should preferably be in the name of adult female member of the beneficiary family. Yes, correct. The Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana urban MIS integrated with other platforms such as CLAP, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana G, Umang app, and Niti Aayog dashboard for seamless monitoring. Yes, correct. Geotagging is used for monitoring the progress of house construction under BLC, ISSR, AHP verticals. Yes. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban allows state and UTs to choose the vertical of mission to meet the local housing demand. Yes, correct. CLSS vertical is still operational and accepting new beneficiaries under MIG categories as of 25. CLS vertical for MIG category was closed on 31st March 2022. It is not as of 2025. 31st March 2022. Closed. This CLS vertical got closed. So it's incorrect. So we have to tell the correct statement. So which are the correct statement? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 are correct statement. Option A is the right answer. That means. Okay. Which of the following statement about personal loan is are correct? Personal loans are typically unsecured and require no collateral. Yes. Private banks are more aggressively in offering personal loan compared to public sector banks. Is correct. Personal loan can be used for purchasing real estate and investing in the stock market. No, it's incorrect. Personal are typically for personal expenses like medical expenses, marriage, or higher traveling, not for this stock or real estate. The repayment tenure for secured personal loan is generally 36 to 60 EMIs. Yes. Personal loan are available only for salaried employees and professional with the high net worth. No, it's incorrect. Personal loan available with a wide range of individual, not just salaried employee or high rate worth individual. It has a wide range of individuals. So it's incorrect. Which are the correct statements? 1, 4, and like 1, 2, and 4 are correct statement. 1, 2, and 4. Option B is the right answer. Okay. Option B is the right answer. What is typical moratorium period allowed by bank for home decor loan? It is 3 months. Typical moratorium period is 3 months for home decor loan. Which of the following statement are true about education loan scheme? Which are true about education loan scheme? Education loan aimed at helping students from wealthy family pursuing higher education. No, it's incorrect. It is basically designed to help the minority student regardless of their financial background. It is basically help the student regardless of the financial background. Loan can be provided for both undergraduate and postgraduate techniques and professional courses. Yes, correct. The loan amount for studies in India is capped at 20 lakhs. No, it's 10 lakh. 20 lakh is for abroad. A. Margin of 15% is required for loan above 4 lakh for studies in India. No, it's like 5%, not 15%. Collateral security is required for loan above 7.5 lakh along with the assignments of students' future and income of for repayment. Yes. There is no processing fees for educational loan for studies in India. Yes, correct. Repayment Repayment of loan can be strengthened over a period of 15 years for all the categories of loan. It's correct. So which are the correct statement? 2, 5, 6, 7 are the correct statement. Option D is the right answer. Okay. Option D. Consider the following statement about the centralized model for retail banking. Retail loan processing. RLPCs are set up in the location where with the good potential for retail lending and are supported by marketing personnel, panel lawyers, and approved valuers. Yes, correct. In some bank, this RLPCs handle end-to-end processing, including appraisal, sanction, documentation, release, monitoring, while branches only source business. It's correct. All retail loan must be processed at the customer local branch, and RLPCs are only advisory in nature. No, it's incorrect, because RLPC handle processing centrally. Loans are not necessarily processed at the local branches. They are basically processing centrally. Okay. So which are the correct statement? One and two are the correct statement. That is option A is the right answer. State Bank Limited, a private sector bank, is reviewing an auto loan portfolio to improve its lending process and remain competitive in the market. The bank finances new and second-hand vehicle, car and two-wheelers are collaborated with the automobile manufacturer and dealer for marketing campaign. While two-wheeler loans are limited due to low ticket size, car loan from a major part of the portfolio. Star Bank followed the standard norms for eligibility, margin, security, interest rate, repayment, and insurance. Based on the above cases, consider following statement about Star Bank vehicle loan. Eligibility for vehicle loan includes salaried employee, professional, self-employed individual, NRIs, joint application with resident, close relative, and corporate entity HUFs are not eligible. Correct. For second-hand cars, banks generally allow maximum repayment period 7 years, irrespective of vehicle age. It's generally 3 years, not 7 years, or depend on the vehicle age. It depends on the vehicle age. So it's incorrect. The typical margin requirement is 10% for new car, while the second-hand cars is may vary between 25 to 30%. It's correct. Security for loan involves hypothecation of vehicle with registration of charges at the RTO and the third-party guarantee for loan to NRI. It's correct. Banks normally allow moratorium on the repayment for the first 3 to 6 months after disbursement. Normally, no moratorium repayment start from month following the disbursement. So it's incorrect. Star Bank repayment policy follows standard public sector practice. Generally, no prepayment penalty is charged for early settlements. Correct. Loan disbursement is made directly to the dealer with invoice receipts obtained for the bank records. Correct. So, which are the correct statement? 1, 3, 4, 6, 7. Option B is the right answer. Okay. Next question. Which of the following statement regarding education loan is are not correct basically? Are not correct regarding the education loan. Margin may be bought on a year-to-year basis, and when the disbursement is made on the pro-rate basis, it's correct. The loan amount required should not account for any scholarship or fee waiver received by the student. It's incorrect, because scholarship or fee waivers are considered when calculating the loan amount. So they are not it's not like they will not consider. It will consider when they're calculating the loan amount. If a student discontinue the course midway, a new repayment schedule will be worked out in the consultation with the student or a parent. Gets correct. The central sector interest subsidy scheme is available for student from families with the annual income of 5 lakh or more. No, income limit is 4.5 lakhs, not 5 lakhs. Basically, it's 4.5 lakhs or less. 4.5 lakhs or less. Okay, so incorrect. A 1% interest concession is available if the interest is survived during the study period or subsequent moratorium period prior to commencement of the repayment. It's incorrect, because the interest concession is provided only if the interest service during the study period and subsequent moratorium period. But if not mentioned, then for that the subsequent moratorium period. So it is for during the study period and subsequent moratorium periods. Incorrect. There is no restriction for eligibility, but the student is minor at the time of loan document execution. The bank will need a letter of rectification upon the student majority. It's correct. Which are the correct state? Which are the non-correct statement? Non-correct statement are 2, 4, and 5. That is option B is the right answer. Okay. Credit and debit cards. There are three type of cards basically: credit card, debit card, and prepaid card. Okay, what are the credit card? Credit card basically means buy now, pay later. It is with the philosophy of buy now, pay later. Okay, basically credit card payment, like payment card through which a bank gives a credit limit to the customer for making a purchase or for the cash withdrawal. It was the buy now, pay later. Leveraging bank fund offer 20 to 30, 50 days of interest-free credit. Okay. Debit card. Debit card is buy now, pay now. The moment you swipe off the debit card, the amount, if you buy something in a mall and the moment you swipe the card, the amount will directly deducted from your bank account. Direct and immediate deduction from the account balance. Prepaid card. Prepaid card is basically pay now, buy later. Prepaid card is a card loaded with the money in an advance. The customer can spend only the amount already loaded in the account. This is prepaid card. In a prepaid card, you already loaded the some amount, like it's 5,000, 10,000. You can use that much amount. It's buy now, pay later. We started with the buy now, pay later, then buy now, pay now, then pay now, buy later. Okay, preloaded wallet PPI is capable limit, no interest earned. The timing of cash flow define the underlying risk, regulate the limits and fee structure for all the card products. Okay. 7 steps credit card issuing process. It's a 7-step process of issuing a credit card. First, obtaining or submission application submission. Basically, customers submit credit card application to the bank with KYC document, income proof, address proof, PIN card, and etc. This is the first step. Then the process of application, that is, you can say the verification of document. Bank verify the identity, address, employment, business deals, and income document. Then analyze the credit score. Basically, analyze the credit score, repayment capacity, on the basis of their repayment capacity, existing liability, income stability. On this basis, analyze the credit score. Whether this person is like, should we give credit card facility to the person or not? This is step 3. Step 4, determine the card type and limit. What type of card is required? Like, should be given platinum, gold. What this card type is depend on their credit worthiness. Depending on the credit score, high credit score will be provided with the good card type. Issue card and pin mailer. Card personalizing and pricing. Basically, print the card, embrace the chip, or generate the pin and customary detail. Then dispatch and acknowledgement receipt. Card is securely dispatched to the customer registration address through courier or post. PIN may be sent separately or generally digitally. PIN may be sent separately or it can be sent digitally. Then 7-step manage a card operation. Now the customer actively activates the card through ATM, mobile banking, internet banking, customer care. Through this app, through this area, the customer can activate his card. After activation, customer can use the card for purchase, online payment, cash withdrawal. Basically, this is a 7-step card issuing process: obtaining application, processing the application, analyzing the credit score, depending on the credit score, determining which card type and the limit, issuing the card and pin limit mailer, dispatch and acknowledging the receipt, then manage the card operation. Credit card key exam parameters. Billing cycle. Billing cycle is basically a period where two consecutive credit card statement statement dates during which all transactions are recorded. And at the end of the billing cycle, banks generate the statement showing the purchase, cash withdrawal, interest free, and total amount. For example, statement date is 5th of every month. Then the transaction is from 6th April to 5th May will be appear into a one bill. This is a billing cycle. Free credit basically billing cycle periods strictly range from 20 to 50 days. 20 to 50 days. Generally billing cycle is around 30 days, but it ranges from 20 to 50 days. Minimum due. Repayment option include full payment or a minimum of 10% for outstanding amount monthly. Minimum due is basically uh, sorry is basically amount credit card holder must pay to avoid default and continue the card operation. So it's basically amount to avoid the default. It's generally around 5% of total outstanding amount. Penalties. Penalty is a charge imposed by the bank when the cardholder violates the card term. Its penalty is vary from 2 to 500 depending on the bank. Loss card liability. If the cost is lost, means the responsibility of the customer to unauthorize the transaction occurring after the lost or theft of the card. Then the generally you have to pay 1,000 rupees if you lost the card. Issuer cover the rest via insurance effective immediately upon reporting to 24/7 center. Immediately report to the 24/7 center. These are some key parameter billing cycle, minimum due, penalties, and loss card liability of credit card. NPCI and Bharat QR. Basically, this diagram explains how Bharat QR repayment system works between how this NPCI system and Bharat system works between customer bank, merchant bank, and NPCI network. What is Bharat QR? Bharat QR is basically a QR code based digital payment system introduced in 2016. Introduced in 2016. Okay, it allows customer to make payment just by scanning the QR code using debit card, credit card, UPI, mobile banking apps without using proper swipe. What are these are the main components of this NPCI, issuer, and acquire. NPCI is basically a transaction processing engine. At the top, that's why it's the top. It basically acts as a central transaction processor, rotated the payment instruction, authorize and process the transaction, handle the settlement through IMPS network. In simple way, we can say that NPCI act as a central switch connecting the bank, basically. Issuer. Issuer is the manager consumer onboarding or consumer app. Basically, issue a card account to the customer, maintain the customer account, verify the customer balance and authentication, manage the customer mobile banking app. So this is the issuer. Then acquirer is basically onboard merchant, provide QR code to the merchant, receive payment on behalf of the merchant, handle the merchant settlement. Basically, handle the merchant onboarding and remote management. If the merchant account is with HDFC Bank, then HDFC Bank act as the acquiring bank. Okay. So basically step by step working, like the first step is basically customer scan the QR code through bank or mobile app. Then then issuer banks send the transaction request to NPCI. Then NPCI will process and route the transaction to acquire bank. Then acquire bank will credit the merchant account. Then the last step, the settlement happen through this IMPS network infrastructure. First step, scan the QR. Then issuer bank send the QR and send it through bank and mobile app. Then issuer bank send it to the transaction to request to NPCI. Then NPCI will process and route the transaction to the acquire bank. Then the acquire bank will credit the merchant account, and this is how settlement happen. Okay. Developed by NPCI Mastercard and Visa, launched in September 2016. Funds settled via IMPS directly linked to bank account. Rupee variant selected by Super, Premium, Platinum, Classic. Okay. Prepaid payment instrument. What is prepaid payment instrument? Prepaid payment instrument is an instrument through which money is loaded in advance and used later for purchasing goods or services or transferring fund. Okay, it is basically for purchasing goods, services, or transferring fund. What is like closed system PPI? Closed system PPI can be used only for purchasing goods or services from the issuer bank. Purchasing only from the issuer bank, and no cash withdrawal is permitted. Semi-closed system PPI. Semi-closed system PPI can be used and basically used at a group of identification merchant having agreement with the issuer. So basically having agreement with the issuer, valid across the group of identified merchant for goods and service and remittances. Cash withdrawal is not allowed in this semi-closed system also. Open system PPI. Open system PPI can be used for purchase of goods and service, fund transfer, ATM cash withdrawal. In this, basically, cash withdrawal is allowed. These are issues only by the banks. Valid at the merchant, issue only by the bank. Okay, so these are closed PPI, closed system PPI, semi-closed system PPI, and open system PPI. No interest payable on PPI balance. Max cash loading is 50,000. Cross-board onwards limit is 10,000 and 50,000. This is important. Read this ultimate card metrics: credit card, debit card, prepaid. Funding sources, spending limit, core benefit, annual fee. Read this. Okay. Co-branded cards. Co-branded card is if it's seen, like if you're buying something on Amazon. If you see, if you buy from, if you apply this particular card, you will get 20% discount. You will get some reward or cashbacks. So this is co-branded card. Contactless card, just by tapping the card, the amount will deduct it from your account, but its limit is up to 5,000. These are contactless card. Let's do some questions. How many parties are involved in complete credit card transaction cycle? There are 5 parties involving in this complete credit card transaction cycle: customer, retailer, acquiring bank, card network, issuing bank. All these are 5 entities involving. This option is the right answer. The per transaction limit for cross-border outward transaction using IR denomination PPI shall not exceed dash, while the per month limit shall not exceed dash. PPI shall not exceed 10,000, while the per month limit shall not exceed 50,000. So option A is the right answer. Okay. Which of the following statement about maximum interest free period on a credit card are true? The maximum interest-free period is a duration for which no interest is charged on the card balance provided there are no outstanding previous card dues. Second statement, the interest-free period can be vary from 20 to 50 days depending on the type of card and the card issuer. The maximum interest-free period applies to all the type of transaction including cash withdrawals and retail purchases regardless of whether the previous month balance is paid in full. Which are the correct statement which are true? Give me the answer in the chat box. Basically, statement 1 and 2 are correct. 3 is false. The maximum interest free period applies to all type of transactions there. Because maximum interest free period typically applies on retail purchase and it conditional on the full payment on a previous month balance and does not apply on the cash withdrawal and retail purchases. It's basically on it typically apply on retail purchases but not on the cash withdrawal. So which are like correct statement which are true? 1 and 2 are true. That is option A is the right answer. Okay. Who is responsible for merchant management and mobile app solution in Bharat QR system? Give me the answer. Who is responsible for the merchant management and mobile app solution in Bharat QR? I've explained you. Acquirer is responsible for the merchant management and mobile app solution in Bharat QR system. Which document is not necessary for credit card application? Aadhaar proof is required, income proof is required, PAN card is required, employment proof is not required. That's why it's correct answer. As they are was not necessary. Option C. Option C is the right answer. Rahul recently discovered that his credit card was missing. He immediately contacted his credit card issuer customer service center to report the loss. The customer service representative assures him that the card will be blocked, preventing any unauthorized transaction. Rahul was informed that he will be liable for certain amount of charge made after the card was lost, but the rest will be covered by the card insurance protection based on the typical term condition followed by the most credit card issuer. What will be the Rahul's liability in this case of loss of credit card? The amount is 1,000 rupees in the case of loss of credit card. Rest will pay by the insurance protection. Okay, option B, 1,000 rupees. Okay, according to Reserve Bank of Indian guideline, the minimum validity period for all the period payment installment is issued in India is 1 year. Option C. Closed system PPI, semi-closed system, open system PPI. I've already explained you this. What is the difference between Bharat QR and Bhim QR? Bharat QR is specifically used for P2M transaction, while Bhim QR is used for P2P or P2M transaction using a virtual payment address. P2M is person to merchant, and while Bharat Bhim QR is for person to person and for person to merchant. It's correct. Bharat QR was developed by NPCI in a collaboration with the MasterCard and Visa, while Bhim QR is developed solely by RBI. No. Bharat QR supposed only on Android. No, it's on iOS also. None of the above. So option A is the right answer. What is the maximum transaction value for a single contactless payment? What's the maximum transaction value for single contactless payment? Give me the answer in the chat box. It is 5,000. Where was the first credit card introduction in India? Where was first credit card introduction in India? When basically? First credit card was introduced in India in 1980, known as the Central Card, which is known as the Central Card. Okay. Which of the following statement about smart card is correct? Smart card have embedded a microprocessor memory chip that allow non-card processing of data. It's correct. Complex a smart card communication with regard using near field communication or radio frequency. Yes. Magnetic strip card have higher memory capacity and better security than smart card. No, because magnetic strip card have very limited memory, which is around 300 bytes, and no processing capacity, making them less secure than smart card. So which are the correct statement? Option 1 and 2 are the correct statement. That is option B is the right answer. Which entity in credit card transaction effectively provide credit card to the customer? It is provided by the issuing bank. That is option C. Read the question carefully. FinPay Solution, a fintech company, plans to launch a new line for prepaid payment instrument in India. They are evaluating the different type of PPI for their customers, ranging from closed loop store card to bank balance wallet. The company must comply with RBI guidelines regarding usage, fund transfer limit, validating period, and cash withdrawal facility. Based on the context given above, consider the following statement. Closed system PPI can only be used for purchasing the issuing entity and do not allow for cash withdrawal. It's correct. It's correct. Semi-closed system PPI can be used for purchase a set merchant without contact with the issuer. Yes, and do not allow cash withdrawal regardless whether they are issued by the bank or non-bank. Yes, correct. Open system PPI can be issued by both the banks and non-banks, allow usage at any merchant and permit cash withdrawal at ATM, POS, and BCI. It's incorrect. Open system PPI are issued only by banks and no non-banks. They allows usage at merchant and permit cash withdrawal. It's correct, but they are only issued by the banks, not by the non-banks. So it's incorrect. Future transfer from open system PPI to prerequisite beneficiary is limited to 1 lakh per month per beneficiary, while transfer is to another beneficiary limited 10,000 per month. It's correct. All PPI must have minimum validity period for 1 year from the date of last loading or reloading, and card-based PPI allow replacement in the card expiry. It's correct. So which are the correct statement? 1, 2, 4, 5 are correct statement. That is option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. And next question. Which statement is true regarding charge card? The balance must be paid in full with the fixed period. It's the right statement. That is statement B. Which of the following statement about debit card and their issuance or usage are correct? Debit card operated on buy now pay later principle, unlike credit card. They are buy now pay now. Banks are permitted to issue offline debit card under RBI guideline. No, RBI does not permit offline debit card. Debit card can only be issued to the customer with saving account current, not to the cash and credit loan account. Yes, correct. Car holders are obliged to notify the bank immediately in case of loss, theft, or unauthorized transaction. Yes, correct. Banks are responsible for direct losses caused by the statement malfunction within their control. It's correct. So, which are the basically correct statement? 1, 3, 4, 5 are correct. That is option A is the right answer. Option A is the right answer. Read the question. Mr. Rajesh, a new credit card holder of XYZ Bank, he holds a premium card with certain benefits, but he is not fully awarded for the terms and conditions associated with the credit card usage. In the first month, he made a several transactions, including the retail purchases, cash withdrawal, and EMI payment, while he paid a part of the minimum amount due. He did not clear the balance in full. He also lost his card once and requested a replacement. Over a time, he noticed finance charges, penalties, and interest on a different type of transaction on his statement. Based on the scenario, consider the following statement. Statement 1, joining the fees are changed only at the time of the card issuer, while annual fees are levied at the end of the every year. Standard cards are usually offered at the lifetime free. Yes. Statement 2, finance charges are calculated on daily basis on the outstanding balance, including unpaid EMI installment and cash advances. It's correct. Minimum amount due is calculated as the highest 5% of statement balance or sum of all the installment, bill, interest, fees, and over limit amount or 250 rupees 250 in case of default is correct. Statement 4, maximum interest free period applies to all transactions including cash advances only if the previous balance are cleared in the full. It's incorrect. Maximum interest free period does not apply to cash advances. It apply only to retail purchases if prior balance is clear, but it does not apply to cash advances. Annualized percentage rate is the annualization version of monthly interest rate, differs from retail purchase, cash transaction, and EMI transaction. It's correct. Over limit penalty and later payment fees are charged at the lower rate than cash advances fees to encourage timely repayment. It's incorrect. Overtime and late payment fees are higher, not lower than the cash advance fees. Statement 7. High interest charges on credit card balance are justified because credit card receivables are unsecured and the likelihood of the delinquency is high. Yes, correct. Credit cards are risk free for user as long as a minimum amount due to a paid every month. It's incorrect. Paying only MAD can result into a prolonged repayment and high interest. Credit cards are not risk free, basically. Misuse or non-compliance with the card terms, such as exceeding limits or late payment, attract additional charges and penalties. Yes, correct. Yes, correct. So, which are the correct statement basically? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9 are the correct statement. That is option A is the right answer. Okay. Option A is the right answer. Next question. Bank of America established an organization called Bank America Service Corporation, which finances the Bank America brand, later known as MasterCard, American Express, Visa, none of the above. Later known as Visa. Option C is the right answer. In 1969, Bank of America established an organization called Bank America Service Corporation, while franchise the Bank American brand, later known as Visa. Which of the following an example of co-branded card? HDFC Bank, Million Card, MX Jet Airway Card, Axis Bank, Mangunus Card, and ICICI Rubik's Card. It is co-branded example of co-branded card is MX Jet Airway Card. Option B is the right answer. Consider the following statement. RuPay Global was launched in 2024 with Singapore as its first international parameter to promote Indian digital payment network overseas. We have to answer the following statement. Is it correct or not? It's a correct statement. NPCI partnered with Discover Financial Services in 2012 to enable RuPay Global cardholder to access the Dinners Club International and Pulse Network for international transactions. Correct. RuPay Classic card offer airport lounge access and comprehensive insurance cover, but no merchant offer. It's incorrect. RuPay Classic does not offer airport lounge access or insurance. It provides merchants offer only. It does not provide airport lounge. RuPay Business Platinum card was launched to help the corporate customer and micro enterprises maintain personal and business accounts separately. It's correct. RuPay Select card is independent of issuing banks and is targeted at the high spending customer, providing a single quoted package of the benefits. It's correct. So which are the correct statement? 1, 2, 4, 5 are correct statement. That is option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Next question. Which of the following statement about issuance, loading, reloading, cross-border uses of PPI are correct? We have to do the correct statement. PPI issue must have a broad approach policy for issuing all type of categories of PPI is correct. Interest rate is payable on PPI balance incorrect. No interest is payable on PPI balance. PPI can load or reload using cash or debit card, bank's account or other PPI. Yes. Cash loading to PPI limit is 50,000 per month. It's correct. Bank can issue and reload PPI through branch ATM and their BCs. Yes, correct. PPI can be used for cross-border outward fund transfer under the liberalization remittance scheme. It's incorrect. PPI cannot use for cross-border fund transfer under liberalization remittance scheme. It cannot use for cross-border. For cross-border transaction, the per transaction limit is 10,000 and per month its limit is 15,000. Correct. So, which are the correct statement? 1457. 134 basically. 13457. Option A is the right answer. Option A is the right answer. Okay. We will continue this unit at 8:15. Let's take somewhat 10 to 15 minutes break. Okay. Okay. Let's continue the session. Remittance product. Remittance products in the basically are the product in basically remittance product are the banking product or services used for transferring money from one person or from one place or from one account to another person or other place to or another account. Basically is help in safe, fast and convenient movement of fund from one person or one account to another account. These are basically remittance product. Electronic payments, electronic payment system. Electronic payment system is a method of transferring money digitally between individual, businesses, corporation or institution without using physical cash or paper checks. It is enable basically fast, secured and convenient financial transaction using electronic devices such as computers, smartphone, payment terminals. This is electronic payment system. Electronic payment system are like type NFT, RTGS, ECS, UPI, all these are type of this electronic payment system. NFT, RTGS, electronic service NAC, UPI, Aadhaar enable payment system, Bharat QR, benchmarking in India. All these are, this unit is small but topics are very quite important. Hmm. Okay, next question. Oh, next slide. NEFT. What is NEFT? NEFT basically it's a national. It stands for National Electronic Fund Transfer. It is an electronic payment system used for transferring money from one bank account to another anywhere in India. Basically, transferring from one account to another anywhere in India. Okay, its minimum transfer limit is 1 lakh. Sorry, 1 rupees. You can transfer minimum 1 rupees through NEFT, and maximum transfer limit is there is no maximum limit. Settlement speed is like it will take minimum 2 hours to transferring and settling everything. Service timing it is available 24/7. What details are required when you have to do NEFT? Account number and IFC code is required to NEFT. For example, once a customer want to transfer 25,000 from the SBI account to HDFC account through internet banking using NEFT, he can do, but it will take 2 hours. UPI, Unified Payment Interface. Basically, it is instant real-time payment system that allow fund transfer through mobile phone. The moment you enter the PIN in the UPI ID, the moment you enter the UPI ID, then the PIN, basically the amount will immediately got deducted from your account and will got transferred to the other person account. Minimum amount you can transfer through UPI is 1 rupees. Maximum transfers is 1 lakh per day. It's basically 1 lakh in 24 hours. And settlement speed is immediate. Immediately it will get transferred. Service timing it is available 24 hours. What are the details required? Beneficiary VPI plus MPIN is required to do the UPI. Okay, RTGS, real time gross settlement. Real time gross settlement, it's an electronic fund transfer system used mainly for large value transaction because in this minimum transfer limit is 2 lakh and maximum limit is there's no limit. Settlement speed is instantly basically. And that's why it's real time gross basis now. Service timing is available 24/7. What are details required in this RTGS? Account number and IFC code is required to doing RTGS. Basically, RTG is done for the big transfer, big transaction. Okay. NEFT outward charges scale with amount up to 10 lakh. If it's up to 10 lakh, then it's 2.50. If it's above 10 lakh and if it's up to 10,000, then it's 2.50. And if it's above 10,000 to 1 lakh, then it's 5 per 5. And if it's between 1 lakh to 2 lakh, then it's 15. And if it's above 2 lakh, then it's 25. This is basically outward charges scale with amount of this. Okay. Okay. Next is National Automated Clearing House System, that is NAC. It is centralized electronic payment system developed by National Payment Corporation of India for bulk transaction between banks and used for like bulk payment, bulk collection, and automatic debit card. Basically, it is used for bulk payment and everything. So it is a centralized electronic payment system developed by National Payment Corporation of India for doing bulk transaction between the banks. Basically, purpose of NAC is to facilitate salary payment, pension payment, dividend payment, EMI collection. This is the purpose of NAC. NAC is of two types: NAC credit and NAC debit. What is NAC credit? NAC credit when one institution pay more money to the beneficiary. It is NAC credit, like salary credit or pension payment, subsidy transfer. This is NAC credit. Basically, one account to many account. Okay. One institution pay money to many beneficiaries. Net debit used when one institution collect money from many customers basically. In net credit, you are providing. In net debit, you are collecting the money like EMI deduction, insurance premium, SIP installment. It's basically from many account to the one institution. Collecting basically. Okay. And in this net credit, we are like paying, pays. Okay. Financial inclusion via Aadhaar enable payment system. Basically, Aadhaar enable payment system provide banking services to people, especially in rural and remote areas, through Aadhaar based authentication and micro ATMs. Through this, the services are provided to remote areas and rural areas. This Aadhaar enabled payment system was developed by National Payment Corporation of India. Why this is said financial inclusion. Financial inclusion means providing banking and financial services to all the section of the society, especially to the rural area, low income group, people without any access to the bank branches. Providing services to them also. Prerequisites. Meaning customer must have Aadhaar linked bank account and KYC compliant account. Without Aadhaar linked and AFC transaction cannot be happen. Then interaction when customer visit the business corporation, bank mitra who has micro ATM and POS device. Okay, equipped with micro ATM and POS device. Authentication. Basically, customer provide fingerprint In a fingerprint for proper like authorizing thing, customer provide biometric verification via Aadhaar. Then execution. After successful authentication, transaction is processed instantly. Amount is debited or credited without using debit card and credit, just by using the Aadhaar card. So first, like how this works: prerequisite, then interaction point, then authentication with like biometric thing, then the execution. This is the step of Aadhaar enabled payment system. What are the core service provided in Aadhaar enabled payment system? Cash withdrawal, cash deposit, balance inquiry, Aadhaar to Aadhaar fund transfer. These are the services provided through Aadhaar enabled payment system. You can withdraw the cash, you can deposit the cash, you can take the balance inquiry, you can transfer the fund from one Aadhaar to another Aadhaar. Okay. Bharat bill ecosystem, basically Bharat bill payment. Bharat bill payment is an integral electronic bill payment system in India which provide single platform for payment of all the bill type. It basically on a single platform all the bill types can be paid. It's a Bharat bill payment central unit operated by NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. Establish business standard rules, handle guarantee and clearing and assessment. Basically, this Bharat bill payment is a centralized interoperated bill payment system that enable the customer to pay the bill anytime, anywhere through multiple payment modes. BPOU stand like for the operating unit is entirely authorizing to operate bill payment system and provide bill payment services to the customer basically. BPO as the customer operating unit. If it's a BPO as customer operating unit that provide bill payment service directly to the customer. This basically provide bill payment service directly to the customer. And what is this BPU, a bill operating unit? It means that it basically work on the behalf of the biller and manage the bill integration to the BPS. It work on the behalf of the biller, like biller utility pulling, plugging into maximum 2 BPU, giving access to the entire national network, all the payment channels. So this is the system of BPS. Okay, benching Indian payment system. What is benching in Indian payment system? Basically, benching of Indian payment system means comparing Indian payment system with global standard. And this is a best practice at enhance the efficiency, security, speed, accessibility of the banking system. That is the job objective of the benchmarking. Improve the efficiency and speed transaction, enhance the security, promote financial inclusion, align with the global payment, encourage the innovation and digital adoption. This is the benching in Indian payment system. Okay, let's do some questions. Which of the following statement about the categories of electronic clearing services scheme are true? Local ECS operate at 81 center location across the country and covers the geographical area of the clearinghouse, generally include one city and or satellite town and suburbs adjoining the city. It's true. Regional ECS operate at 9 center locations and cover all the core banking enabled branches within the state or group of states. It's correct. National ECS is the centralized version of ECS operating at the Mumbai and cover all the core banking enabled branches nationwide. It's correct. National Automated Clearing House is another form of ECS system offering by NPCI. Correct. Regional ECS and local ECS both operates by RBI or designated banks. It's correct. All the statements are true. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are true. 1, 2, 3, 4. Option D is the right answer. Option D is the right answer. Next question. Local ECS operating in 81 location, regional ECS operating in 9 regional centers, national ECS centralized system operating from Mumbai. How does NEFT different from RTGS in terms of settlement? NEFT transactions settle in real time while RTGS follow batch processing. RTGS settle in real time. It's incorrect statement. NEFT follows deferred net settlement while RTGS settle transaction individually in real time. It's correct. RTGS can be used for small transaction. NEFT is for high value transaction. It's basically vice versa. So it's incorrect. So the correct statement is option B. Option B is the right answer. Okay. Read the question and give me the answer. Hello, 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 hello. For outward RTGS transaction of 3 lakh, what is the maximum service charges a bank can collect from the customer? What is the maximum it collects from the customer? It's rupees 25 plus applicable time varying tariff, that is maximum 30 rupees 30. So option A is the right answer. For outward transaction, it is between 2 to 5 lakh and the maximum service charge is 25 plus anytime varying tariff, which is ceiling of rupees 30. Delivery versus payment transaction arises out of RBI security settlement system are settled in NEFT system, IMPS system, RTGS system, or UPI system. Delivery versus payment transaction settled in. Tell me, it is settled in. It is settled in RTGS system. That is option C is the right answer. RTGS system. Give me the answer. Read the question and give me the answer. Which of the following type of mandates can be processed through mandate management system? One, debit initiate debit mandates? No. Only credit initiate credit mandates? No. Only government issue mandates? No. Both debit and credit mandates, whether debtor or creditor initiate. It's correct. Option D is the right answer. Okay, read the question. In the context of NAC NPCI levy penalty on the mandate pending beyond the agreed TAT, what penalty is levied if the mandate is above 3 lakh is pending beyond 10 days? Rupees 5 penalty per mandate, rupees 10.5, 7.5 incentive per mandate, rupees 10 penalty per mandate, rupees 15 penalty per mandate. It is rupees 10 penalty per mandate. That is option C. If it's pending for like mandate is below 3 lakh and it's pending from like 0 to 7 days, no penalty. Incentive of rupees 5 per mandate. Pending from 8 to 10 days, no penalty, no incentive. Pending beyond 10 days, then no incentive, penalty of rupees 10 per mandate. If mandate is above 5 lakh, then pending for 0 to 10 days, no penalty, incentive of 5 per mandate. And pending in beyond 10 days and no incentive, penalty of 10 per mandate. It is quite important. It might be. It can come in exam. Mr. Mahesh, a client of XYZ Bank, regularly makes RTGS payment for his business operation. He recently initiates an outward RTGS transaction for like 4.5 lakh based on RBI framework for RTGS service charge. What will be the maximum service charge applicable to Mr. Mahesh outward RTGS transaction? What it will be? 24.50 exclusive taxes, 49.50 exclusive taxes, 45 exclusive taxes, or 22.5 exclusive taxes. It will be 24.50 exclusive of taxes. Inward transaction free, no charge will divide. Outward transaction, it is between, if it's between 2 to 5 lakh, then not exceeding 2 to 24.50 rupees, 24.50. It's above 5 lakh, then not exceeding 49.50. And in our case it was 4.5 lakh, that is not exceeding 5 lakh, that is 24.50 exclusive of taxes. Okay, next question. Read the question. Consider the following statement regarding NEFT operation and charges. NEFT inward transaction at the beneficiary banks are always free of charge. Yes. Outward NEFT transaction initiated online by saving account holder are free with effect from 1st January 2020. Yes, correct. NEFT batch settlement are conducted only on weekdays and Saturday during the banking hours. No. NEFT batch settlement operates 24/7, 365 days. It is not off in any day. It includes holiday, not just weekend and Saturday. It includes everything. So it basically operate 24/7, that is 365 days. So it's incorrect. Originating bank can pass on the nominal 25 paisa per transaction service charge to the customer. No, it's correct. Bank cannot pass on the nominal 25 paisa per transaction service charge to the customer. Cannot do this. RBI waived processing changes for outward NEFT and RTGS transaction from 1st July 2019 to promote digital fund movement. Yes, correct. Which are the correct options? 1, 2, and 5 are the correct option. That is option D is the right answer. Okay. Option D is the right answer. Consider the following statement regarding ECS credit, that is electronic real service credit. Which are correct? ECS credit enables institutions to make bulk payments such as salary, dividend, interest, or pension to multiple beneficiaries through their bank accounts. Correct. The bank of user institution initiating the ECS credit transaction is called the destination bank. Basically, is known as sponsor bank, not the destination bank. Destination bank is basically refers where the beneficiary maintain their account. Destination bank is where the beneficiary maintain their account. It is sponsor bank. It is sponsor bank. Okay, so it's incorrect. The easiest user can submit beneficiary detail only through sponsor bank in a prescribed format to ECH center. It's correct. In case of delay by detention bank in accrediting the beneficiary account, basically in crediting the beneficiary account, it must pay penal interest at RBI as LFA report rate plus 2% without waiting for any claims. Correct. ECS credit card can be used to transfer fund to NRE and NRO account subject to compliance with FEMA and wire transfer guideline. It's correct. So which are the correct statement? 1, 3, 4, 5 are correct. That is option A is the right answer. A bank draft is negotiable instrument that is drawn by individual upon bank, one branch of a bank upon another, Customer upon bank, a bank upon government authority. It is by one bank, one branch of bank upon another. Option B. For e-mandate under NAC, what is the maximum amount allowed per mandate? It is 1 lakh per mandate. How many NFT batches are settled each day under 24/7 system? It is, tell me, it is 45, 48. There are 48 halfly all batches in a day as each batch lasts 30 minutes. This ensures continuous settlement throughout 24-hour cycle. Which the following features is not associated with next system? Which of the following are not associated with next system? Online dispute management system, it is associated. Mandate management system, it is associated. Aadhaar payment bridge, credit information report, it is not associated with next system. Answer D is the right answer. Consider the following statement regarding RBI Integrated Ombudsman Scheme. The scheme basically unify the grievance redressal mechanism of bank, NBFCs, and digital payment entities under one framework. Yes. The internal ombudsman scheme introduced in 2019 applies to Cooperal's Bank and apply to cooperative bank and irrespective of the sites. No. They are like introduced for large non-bank prepayment instrument and not for the cooperative bank. For the it is basically for the large non-bank prepaid payment instruments. The integrated ombudsman scheme followed the principle of one nation, one ombudsman. Yes, correct. Which are the correct statement? 1 and 2 are the correct statement. Okay. Read the question. Under the normal circumstances, how soon it beneficiary bank expected to credit the beneficiary account after receiving the RTGS fund transfer message? It is will take like immediate within 5 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 hours, or 60 minutes. It will take 30 minutes. That is option B. Okay. What is basically ombudsman scheme? Ombudsman scheme is a system that lets the people file the complaint against organization, usually financial institution, government body, or service provider, and get the result through a independent authority that called ombudsman. So it is basically resolving the problem through independent authority, that is ombudsman. It is designed to be a simpler, faster, and cheaper going to the court. Resolving the problem instead of going to the court, as it's cheaper, faster, and simpler. Okay. Before authorizing a mandate destination, bank is required to seek confirmation from the sponsor bank regarding the transactional purpose, forward the mandate bank to NPCI for secondary authentication, verify the identity of the sponsor bank, corporate customer, or validate the customer detail mentioning in the mandate. What is done by the destined bank? It will validate the customer detail mentioned in the mandate. Option D is the right answer. Option D is the right answer. Read the question. Consider the following statement regarding RTGS and NEFT. RTGS based on gross settlement, while NEFT operates on deferred net settlement basis. Yes. RTGS is primarily meant for large value transaction, that is like minimum of 2 lakh and above, whereas NEFT for has no minimum. Has like it can transfer like rupees 1 also and maximum limit. In RTGS, funds are transferred in real time, while NEFT transactions are settled in hourly or half yearly batches. It's correct. NEFT transaction initiate after the last settlement cycle of the day will be proceed the next working day. It's correct. For small and non-urgent transfer, RTGS is more suitable than NEFT. It's correct. Basically, working day for all small and non, it's a part of this statement only. So, which are the correct statement? All four are the correct statement. That is option D is the right answer. One, two, three, four. Okay. Any doubt in this, or should I continue with the unit 12? Digitization of retail banking product. Technology in retail banking. Technology process in retail banking. Some important user friendly feature. IDBRT in Indian financial network. Structure financial messaging system. National financial switch. Indian banking companies community cloud. Wealth management solution. Digital lending. It's quite important. All these are some of the leak area which will be covered. Technology in retail banking. Technology in retail banking means the use of modern technology system and digital platform to provide banking services to the individual customer in more efficient and quickly and in a secured way. That why technology in retail banking is important, because technology helps the retail banking to work in more efficient and faster way. These are the key technology trend impacting the banking: increased adoption of data analytics and artificial intelligence to enhance the decision making, customer develop self learning banking, emergence of opening banking, embedded finance, cloud based infrastructure, gate automated banking. These are the key technology trend impacting banking. Information. Basically, technology is like that. Earlier, it was standalone machine, then connected system, that is some computer system came into the picture, then digital platform came into the picture, then embedded financial ecosystem is right now working on. Okay. Information capital fund. Basically, it's a funnel. Static information is at the top. It is the widest one. It is a static information. Basic Static information is a basic or unchanging data. Example, account opening details, loan organization detail. All these are the static information. This is the foundation data collected once. Okay. This is basically foundation that the data is collected once. Updated Updated information, that data that change over time. Example, income or records update, like income record update change with the period of time. Then we have transaction information is basically day to day activity data. Okay. Example, disbursement, payment, settlement, liability, all these are transaction information. Then analytics alert is basically bottom of this funnel. It is the narrowest. Widest is the statistic. information, static information, and narrows is the analytic and alert. Basically, it's the process and high value insight, operational and strategic notification, prompting the action. This is where action happens. This is where basically action happens. This is where it shows the actual behavior and operation. Okay. Here in update information, it adds the freshness and relevancy. And in the static information, this is the foundation data collected once. Okay. Translating data into a customer experience. Basically, customize the analyzing engine into a user friendly feature. Firstly, understanding the customer behavior, analyzing the spending pattern of the customer, habit of the customer, preference of the customer, understanding what is customer want. Basically, in this question, we realize what does the customer need, what are the customer requirement. On the basis of that, then defecting the fraud, identifying the unusual or suspecting transaction, campaign management and cross selling, calculate how valuable the customer is over time, help to prioritize high value customer, basically customer profitability and LTV analysis. Sorry, I got switch. Customer profitability and LTV analysis basically calculate the high value of customer over time, over lifetime. Campaign management and cross selling is basically suggesting relevant offer like loan, credit card, etc., which target the customer with the personalized campaign. Okay. Then this customer analytics engine is step one. Then step two, it is step two, that is data flow into the application. The insight from the analytics engine are sent to the digital platform like mobile apps, which will like this user friendly feature, which provide user friendly feature, easy to use mobile app and instant fund transfer, bill payment and auto pay, chat box and personalized banking service. This is basically the user friendly feature what customers see. Okay. Basically, overall flow is data is collected, then analyze the engine process it, then insight are generated, then the features are delivered to the customer. In this way, it is work basically. Okay. Genius of Indian Banking Tech, that is IDBRT. That is Institution for Development and Research in Banking Technology. The institute is located in Hyderabad. It was established by Reserve Bank of India in 1996 for research and development in banking technology. In 1994, RBI forms the Committee on Technology Upgradation in the Payment System, which was chaired by Sri W.S. Saraf, who is the executing director of the RBI at that time. Recommendation was given to set up the specialized institution for IT research in the banking. Basically, problem identify that banking needs to modernize and better tech infrastructure. That is why it is suggestion was given that there should be a separate research financial sector in the banking system. The result of it, what happened, like basically next. On 1st March 1996, operation begins basically. Creation of Institution of Development and Research in Banking Technology was made with the purpose drive technology adoption in the banking, support research and innovation in the financial system, improve efficiency and digital capability of the banks. With these mandate, with this purpose, it was being made. Okay. Infinite, the national communication backbone. Infinite is the core, basically. It's the highway. It's the core component of explain with the like proper road analogy. It is a main communication backbone of Indian banking. So it is a main, it is basically main communication backbone of Indian banking, connecting banks, ATM, and institution across the country. It is like a national highway connecting the system and everything and the road and all. Okay, we have RTGS, NEFT fund transfer, electronic clearing services, electronic debit, online processing trade, or government security, centralizing fund clearing FI, interbank recognition. All these are under NEFT, this infinite core. It's a backbone for the fund transfer. This ecosystem matter because enhance security, reduce risk, anywhere banking, in more it's in efficiently working. It basically faster transaction across the bank from one bank to another bank. Basically, data travels via infinite highway. Messages are sent securely using SMFS. SMFS is the basically through which messages are sent. FMS is a delivery truck, you can say. Full form of structured financial messaging system sends secure and encrypted financial messages like truck carrying sensitive parcel to safely. Then junction is NFS, that is National Financial Switch. It's connect the different ATM, enables any bank to the extent to access. Then the IBCC is basically the warehouse, store and manage the banking centrally. This is how it is work. Where and Infinite is a core, NFF is a truck, NFS. SMF is a truck, and NFS is a junction, and IBCC is a warehouse where it has to be reached. Okay. Shared ATM network. It was on August 27, 2004, launched by IDBRT connected ATM for just three banks. On December 14, 2009, transferred to the National Payment Corporation of India to consolidate the trail payment system. Bank A customer at Bank B, then switch to Bank B at ATM, NFT central control, NFS basically act as a junction, then Bank A, that is the core switch. NFC bridge the switches, enabling the seamless interoperability across the banking network. So basically, NFC bridge the switch basically. Okay. Indian Banking Community Cloud. Basically, the Institution of Development and Research in Banking Technology proposed the community cloud for bank, meaning instead of each bank building its own IT system, they can have infrastructure securely designed specifically for bank need. Think of it as a banking infrastructure as a shared service basically. That is why it is known as Indian Banking Community Cloud. There are three cloud models. First as SaaS, that is software as service. Software access over the internet basically. It means on demand software access via internet. Bank manages nothing, just usage. Provided manager everything, infrastructure OS, everything is provided by the provider manager. Example, bank using a ready-made core banking system which is hosted by the provider. Okay, then PaaS, platform as a services. Basically platform to build and run the application. Bank manages application, provide manager underlining the infrastructure. Example, a bank building its own mobile banking app through cloud platform. Okay, infrastructure as a service, that is as a pool of resources, services, storage network, bank managed workload and OS apps, provide manager who hardware and data center is handled by him. Example, a bank renting virtual server installing its own banking software. It is the example of as. So we have three models of community cloud: SaaS, PaaS, and as. SaaS is software as service, PaaS is platform as service, as is infrastructure as services. Okay. Wealth management solution in STAPE architect. Input layer. Input layer is core banking system and external data resources. Core banking system is customer data, KYC, risk profile, income details, everything is in core banking system. External data sources are market data, economic data, analytics, credit score, all these are external data sources. Then the processing engine, that is the heart of the system. This is the straight thought processing, that is SPT framework. It is the heart of the system. It is fully automated workflow, no manual intervention, basically real time processing of transaction and decision. Then there is output layer, basically. This is an output layer. Structural process, customized investment instrument, mutual fund, pooled investment managed by the expert, equities, direct stock market investment, insurance are like life insurance, protection for investment plans. These are basically output product. Input process the engine, then we got the output. What are the benefits? What are the benefit? What are its benefit to the business? HML targeting advanced analytics to the personalized fee-based advance in operational efficiency and lower TCO. These are the benefit for the business. Digital lending. What is basically digital lending? Digital lending means providing loan through digital platform and technology without requiring customer to visit the bank branch physically. The entire loan process, such as application, verification, approval, disbursement, everything done online using the digital system. RBI regulated entities. These are the most strictly governed players directly supervised by the Reserve Bank of India. Example banks like NBFCs. Other statutory framework. These entities can lead but not under RBI. They are directly leading the regulation. Then unregulated entities are like, these are risky categories, basically. These are potentially unsafe or non-compliance lender. Okay, read this once. Okay, let's do some questions. Boston Consulting Group study conducts in 2003 opportunities for action in financial services. Just a second. Yeah. Boston Consulting study conducted in 2003 opportunity actions in financial services, transforming the retail banking process, reports that in terms of processor for integration of technology in retail banks are using different approaches to modelize and standardize their process. How many distinct process models were identified in this study? Give me the answer. How many are they? There are four: horizontally organized model, vertically organized model, predominantly horizontally organized model, predominantly vertically organized model, as per the Boston Consulting Group. Okay, option B. Okay, next question. Which institution initiated the pilot approach for building a community cloud for Indian bank? RBI, IDRBT, NPCI, or SEBI? It is basically done by IDRBT, that is Institution for Development and Research in Banking Technology. That is option D is the right answer. Next question. In which of the following model customer information is centralized? Horizontally organized model, vertically organized model, branch organized model, mixed organized model. It is basically under vertically organized model. That is option B. Consider the following statement regarding the institution for development and reach in banking technology and its contribution to Indian bank sector. IDBRT was established in 1996 to spearhead the technology absorption in the banking and financial sector of India. Yes. In Indian financial network, structural financial messaging system, national financing switch, and Indian banking community cloud were conceptualized and launched by IDBRT. Yes, correct. The national financial switch was headed over to the National Payment Corporation in India 2010. Yes, correct. Indian Financial Technology and Aligned Service took over the Infinite SMFS and IBCC from IDBRT effective from 1st April 2026. It's correct. So all the statements are correct. That means option D is the right answer. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Which of the following is not one of the fundamental service provided by the cloud computing? Not the fundamental service which is provided by the software service platform is infrastructure. Data as service is not provided. So this is the right answer. Which international messaging system is similar to SMFS? Which international messaging system is similar to FMS? It is SWIFT. That is Society for Worldwide Interbanking Financial Telecommunication. Options A. System is like Society for Worldwide Internet and Financial Telecommunication. Consider the following statement regarding digital lending and RBI regulatory framework. Digital lending involves the complete credit process, including sourcing, reassessment, and disbursement being conducted digitally via web or mobile platform. Yes, correct. RBI regulatory framework for digital lending applies to all entities offering loan online regardless of whether they are regulated by RBI or not. It's incorrect. RBI framework primarily applies to regulate entities and their LSPs. So they're like primarily for the regulate entities. So it's incorrect. Loan disbursement and repayment must happen directly between the borrowers and regulate entities without routing through the lending service provider and third party accounts. Correct. Borrowers may be charge free and communication for LSP service directly as part of the loan processing. It's incorrect. Fees or charges payable to LSP cannot be charged to the borrower. They must be paid by the RE. Any automatic increase in credit card limit without the borrower explicit consent is prohibited under RBI framework. It's correct. Borrowers have the right to exit digital loan during the cooling off period by paying the principal and proportional APR without any penalty. It's correct. All digital lending sourced through digital lending apps must be reported to the credit information companies by RE and regardless of the loan type or tenure. It is also correct. So which are the correct statement? 1, 3, 5, 6, 7 are the correct statement. That is option C is the right answer. Option C is the right answer. Which of the following statement about the benefit of digitization in retail banking are true? Digitization allow banks to offer 24/7 services through mobile bank, internet. That's correct. It reduced the operational cost significantly by automating the process. Yes. Digitization restrict customer access to the banking service to only working hours. No, it is like 24 hours. It enhanced customer experience by providing personalized service. Yes, it's correct. Which are the correct statement 1, 2, and 4? Option A is the right answer. Which of the following statement about NFS ATM network are correct? NFS ATM network was launched by IDBRT on August 27, 2004. Yes, correct. The National Payment Corporation of India took over NFC on December 14, 2009. Yes, correct. Each member bank joining NFC pays one time subscription fee, that is 6 lakh plus applicable taxes. It is not 6 lakh, it is 3 lakh. Interchange fees for cash withdrawal and card to card fund transfer is 17 rupees per approved transaction. Yes, correct. NFS has tied up with the international card scheme like DFS, JCB, Cupid to allow their credit holder to use the NFS ATM. Yes, correct. NFS does not maintain transaction log, member maintain their own logs. It's incorrect. NFS maintain logs for all the transaction, member do not maintain the separate logs. So which are the correct statement basically? 1, 2, 4, 5 are the correct statement. That is option A is the right answer. Okay. In 1994, the Reserve Bank of India formed a committee, Technology Upgradation and Payment System. Who chaired this committee? It was chaired by W.S. Rao, as I told you in my first slide only. In 1994, technology upgradation in the payment system was chaired by W.S. Rao. Committee reports. Committee submitted its report on December 1994. A key recommendation was established to apex level institution focused on development, research, information technology, application to financial sector with the particular emphasis on banking. Next question. Which of the following statement about Infinite in retail banking are true? Infinite facility seamless fund transfer like NEFT and RTGS. Yes. Infinite help to reduce the need for mobile banking application. No, it is happened through mobile banking application. So how can it reduce? It's incorrect. Infinite enhance physical branch interference. No, it reduced the physical branch interference. Incorrect. Infinite is used to secure communication with their banking networks. Correct. So option A and 4 are correct. That is A is the right answer. Okay. Which the following is are the key module for the customer analyzing solution? Campaign management, yes. Cross sell and product holiday analysis, yes. Customer profitability and lifetime value analysis, yes. All three are. That is all of the above are the key module for customer analyzing solution. Campaign, cross sell, customer attrition and loyalty analysis, transaction behavior analysis, service request analysis. All these are the model for the customer analyzing solution. Next question. This is homework. This is also. Okay. Unit 13. User of AI and technology in retail banking. User of AI and technology in retail banking. Banking technology, dimension of banking today. There is a shift from traditional banking system. What is banking today? Earlier, banking system was traditionally through branches and everything. But now banking is through internet, mobile banking, and it is now customer centric, available 24 hours, digital first, and it is paperless, higher speed and accuracy. So there is a shift from traditional banking to modern banking because modern banking is helping the bank to work in more efficient way and faster way, and it will reach to a maximum people at the same time, and they will no like headache on the bank staff. They have to tackle many people together. There is no like wait for the queues, standing in the bank queues. So modern banking is better than traditional banking. Dimension of banking technology. On the basis of functional, it comprises of three key dimensions: hardware and software utilization, advanced computer science for marketing, and risk management. These are the three key dimensions. Hardware and software dimension, basically software utilization. This dimension basically focus on the physical system, that is hardware, and on the program, that is software, used by bank to run their operation in an effective way. Hardware utilization is basically mean these are the tangible device used in the banking, like computer and servers, ATM, POS, network improvement. All these are the hardware utilization. And what is software utilization? Software utilization is core banking system, mobile banking apps, payment system, that is UPI and NEFT. All these are software utilization. Basically, its purpose is to automate the process, manage the customer account, process the transaction, and provide digital banking service to the customer. Advanced computer science for marketing. Basically, this dimension involves using modern technologies and data analyzing to improve the working pattern of the bank, that will help to improve the marketing and customer engagement in the banking system. Okay, then risk management. Risk management is referred to that due to the IT system and software tool and data analysis, it minimizes the risk because just by checking the credit score or detecting the fraud through AI techniques, risk is now like it is being managed. Like different type of risk are there: credit risk, operational risk, market risk, liquidity risk, or this cyber risk. All these are different type of risk which are managed through risk management. Okay, next, Indian context, progress and restraint. Rise of adoption means reason of growth. Reason of growth is aggressive RBI initiatives. Reserve Bank of India basically have actively prompted digital payment and banking reforms. National Digital Indian Movement, UPI, mass implementation of Aadhaar and integral mobile banking. All these are the reason of growth in the banking system. What are the hurdles? Basically, what are the hurdles in often financial constraints, security threat, human capital, customer restraint? All these are the financial. These are basically hurdle in adopting the technology. High cost of technology, security threat, cyber security risk, human capital, significant lack of skilled staff, customer resistance, reduced to adopt impersonal non-branch channels. These are basically hurdles in the technology adopting the technology in the banking. Okay, why AI driving the engine of efficiency? Basically, this diagram shows that the AI engine takes large amount of data. It takes basically This input a data, large amount of data, and convert it into a useful outcome through these gears. Through these gears, it convert the large amount of data into a useful information. Basically, bank handle huge volume of data that is input and transaction, customer detail, behavior, everything. They have carried large amount of data. AI process this data at a very high speed and accuracy with the help of gear and convert it into the useful information. That is gear one is operational effectiveness, pushing toward process driven operation, risk reduction, significant reducing the risk of fraud and scam, personalization, personalizing basically providing the product as per the customer need, as per his requirement. So this help through this gear basically it convert a lot of large amount of information into a useful information. Okay, what is the difference between artificial intelligence and automation? Basically artificial intelligence use machine to learn, think, and make decisions like a human, while on the other hand, automation uses technology to perform repetitive tasks automatically based on the fixed rules. Okay, and they're like in this artificial intelligence nature of work is database learn patterns and improve over time, while on the automation it is rule based, that if it is like if x happened do y, if this happened do that. So it is basically rule based, and AI is database. Artificial intelligence create technology that allow computer to think, behave like a human. Ride sharing algorithm, Uber, voice assistant, Amazon Alexa, all these are the types of artificial intelligence. Online banking transaction, automated waste management, smart thermostat is the example type of automation. Okay. Benefits of artificial intelligence technology in banking finance are voice assistant banking, smart wallet, automated underwriting, data driven lending, digitization over lines, blockchain. All these are the benefits of the artificial intelligence technology in banking and finance. Voice assistant remove language barrier and like reduce manual errors. Example like voice command of balance check or transaction. Smart wallet I like Google Pay, Apple Pay, all these are smart wallet. Automated underwriting like AI evaluate the customer data for the loan or insurance. This is automated underwriting. Then data driven lending. Data driven lending basically uses large database to customize the loan offer, decide the interest rate. Digitalization over line basically online account opening and services, eliminate the long queue in the branches. So you don't have to stand in the long queue. Just through digitally you can apply for loan or open the account also. Blockchain acceleration enables fast and secure transaction, support real-time payment. These are the benefits of artificial technology in banking and finance. Okay, okay, let's do some questions. W- What is the name of AI-based chatbox development HDFC Bank? Give me the answer. What is the name of AI-based chatbot development developed by HDFC Bank? It is Eva. It is Eva. HDFC Bank has developed an AI-based chatbot called Eva, that is electronic virtual assistant built by Bangalore-based Senseforth that has addressed over 2.7 million customer queries, interacted with over 5,30,000 unique users, held 1.2 million conversations. This device can provide answers in less than zero point 0.4 seconds and has the first few days of its launch answer more than 1 lakh queries from thousand of customers from 17 countries. This question can come. Read this properly. Next question. Which of the following correctly represent the chronological adoption of banking technology in India? It is MICR check clearing to ECS to RTGS and FT to UPI to mobile app. This is the represent the chronological adoption of banking technology in India. Option A. Which of the following statement about blockchain technology are true? Blockchain technology exclusively used in the cryptocurrency industry? No, it is not exclusively for the cryptocurrency industry. Blockchain is a distribution decentralized digital lending, digital ledger that can store encrypted data. Yes. Artificial intelligence assist in data analysis and decision making related to blockchain application. Yes, correct. So option 1, option 2 and 3 are true. That is option D is the right answer. Its vision is to solve the multiple issues related to digital transactions such as data security, fraud prevention, etc. It is not only beneficial for cryptocurrency. It's not true. Which of the following statement about the role of AI in retail banking are true? AI-powered chatbots handle the large volume of customer queries effectively. Yes. AI use personalized banking products and services based on the customer behavior. Yes. AI limits the bank ability to process the transaction quickly. Yes. AI help in a fraud detection by analyzing transaction pattern. Yes, correct. All the statement is true. Yeah, like write this option also. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. No one has corrected me. See, I am doing such thing just so that in exam you have like do not forget to read the question properly. AI limits the bank ability to process the transaction. No, it is not. It enhances the bank ability to process transaction quickly. So answer will be option C. Okay. The first commercially available computer tablet in retail banking was introduced by, tell me, was introduced by Apple, Samsung, Microsoft, or IBM. First commercially available computer tablet in retail banking was introduced by Samsung in 1989. Okay. Which of the following statement about evolution of artificial intelligence are correct? Alan Turing paper established AI as a term, but practical application only start appearing in the late 1990s. Yes, correct. DARPA produced Intelligence Personal Assistant in 2003 before Siri, Alexa, or contra becomes widely known. It's correct. The current evolution of AI focus on augmented human abilities and providing specific industry beneficiary rather than creating human-like robots. It's correct. So option will be option D is the right answer. Okay. Next question. Read the question and give me the answer. Which computer scientist is credited with the coining the term artificial intelligence and is considered one of the founding father of AI field? Give me the answer. Mohan Gopal ji, you have given a answer of which question? John MC Cartley is the founding father of AI field. प्रणव जी आप पढ़ भी लिए. Thank you, Pranav ji. Who introduced the first universal credit card in 19 sorry. Next question. Who introduced the first universal credit card in 1950? First universal credit card was introduced in 1950. Who introduced it? It was introduced by Diners Club. Okay. Which the following is identified as a key challenge for technology adoption in Indian banking? Rapid urbanization of rural population, excessive government regulation on technology, lack of human touch in non-branch channels, over-reliance on foreign technology providers. Which identify the key challenge of technology adopted in Indian banking? It is lack of human touch in non-branch channel. Option C. Next question. Read the following statement carefully. Which of them are correct regarding the modern banking technology and AI application? Cash deposit machine allow customer to deposit cash at any time and account balance are credited instantly along with the transaction receipt being generated. Correct. AI application in ATM include financial recognition for security, machine learning for cyber security, predictive maintenance, and forecasting cash demand. It's correct. Mobile banking apps powered by AI can track user behavior, provide personalization financial advice, and enable quick transaction. It's correct. Blockchain technology is only useful for cryptocurrency transaction and does not enhance banking service such as KYC, loan authentication, and cross-border payment. It's incorrect. Blockchain is not limited to the cryptocurrencies applied to KYC, loan syndication, cross-border payment, interbank transaction, fraud prevention. It is not only useful for cryptocurrency. It's incorrect. AI-based algorithms in banking are used for fraud detection by analyzing the customer behavior pattern and preventing the suspicious transaction in real time. It's correct. So which are the correct statement? 1, 2, 3, 5 are the correct statement. That is option B. Option B is the right answer. Read the following statement regarding the benefits and application of artificial intelligence in retail banking. Identify which of these are correct. AI-powered anomaly detection can be enhanced credit card fraud detection and assist anti-money laundering process. Yes, correct. Humanoid chatbots primarily helped bank to reduce customer interaction efficiency and while increasing the operational cost. It's incorrect. Basically, humanoid chatbot increase the efficiency and reduce the cost, not the opposite. Increase the efficiency and reduce the cost. It reduce the cost. It's basically vice versa. Ulta likha hai. Tailored financial product can be offered to the client using AI by analyzing historical data and minimizing the human error in risk model. It's correct. AI application in ATM such as image and face recognition using deep learning can help detect to prevent the fraudulent transactions. Correct. Back office processing time can be reduced using AI techniques such as OCR and machine learning to exact analyze text data from the documents. It's correct. So which are the correct statement? 1, 3, 4, 5 are the correct statement. That is option B is the right answer. Okay. Which the following best describe the primary service introduced by PayPal in last 1990? It is peer-to-peer money transfer service, that is P2P. Option B. The term horizontal and vertical organized of data bank refers to horizontal level to branch wise data, vertical product wise data, horizontal level to data by product, vertical integrated customer wise data. Option B is the right answer. What is one of the primary challenges toward the adoption of technology in banking in India? Lack of investment in customer facing solution, primarily challenged. Limited availability of advanced analytic tools, rapid urbanization of rural population, imperial nature of non-branch channels. This is the primary channel of the challenge towards the adoption of technology in banking in India. Technology like AI, ATM, online banking, while we lack the human touch previously characterized by banking transaction, which might intimidate and overwhelm the newly urbanized user. Dash introduced fingerprint authentication and touch ID, making it easier and safer for people to log into the mobile banking app. HSBC Bank, Bank of America, ICICI Bank, or Citibank. It was done by Bank of America in 2015. Introduce the fingerprint authentication and touch ID. Okay, which of the following best describe how AI-based algorithms are used in fraud detection? AI-based algorithms replace human involvement entirely in the fraud detection process. Best describe. AI-based algorithms follow a set predefined rule without adapting to a new data parameter patterns. AI algorithms analyze the real-time data behavior indication to identify the suspicious activity and suggest the risk mitigation action. AI-based algorithms only detect the fraud after it occurs without providing real-time analyzing of suggestion. Option A is the option C is basically best describe the AI based algorithm. Okay, option C. Which of the following statement correctly describe the difference between artificial intelligence and automation based on their application and characteristics? Automation refers to machine or software performance tasks automatically without human intervention, mainly focus on efficiency and reliability. It's correct. AI involves creating machine capable of mimicking or suspension human intelligence and behavior is also correct. Automation can make decision like human and learn from the past experience to improve future action. No, It is the work of AI. Automation is like repeat work. It is rule based. It is rule based basically. If X happen, do Y. This is done by artificial intelligence. It is incorrect. AI increasingly being integrated business strategy to enhance the competitiveness and productivity. It's correct. AI application in industries such as self-driven cars, banking, use data-driven algorithm to make decision and reduce human error. It's correct. Which are the correct statement? One, two, four, five are correct. That is option A is the right answer. Okay. Which are the following statement about AI in retail banking is are correct? Which of following is correct? Read the question, give me the answer. Drive-through banking allow customer performance transaction without leaving their cars, and voice AI is being developed to assist in their process in this process. Yes. Passbook printing kiosks in Indian Bank use the barcode technology to let the customer update and print the passbook independently. It's correct. Chatbots in bank are used only for ATM related queries and cannot provide customized interactive experience. It's incorrect. It is chatbot provide digitalized for digital and customized interaction experience beyond just ATM related query. It is also for use for the customized interactive experience. So which are the correct statement? One and two are the correct. That is option A is the right answer. Is anyone having any doubt till here? Just let me know in the chat box if anyone having any doubt. Okay, then we will continue from unit 14 in tomorrow's session. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Good night.